Well, I lived in Oakville for over 20 years and we decided to move. And we ended up finding this mid-century modern bungalow that needed a lot of work. It started originally as very modest. Why don't we change the garage into a master bedroom? And it morphed into something much bigger. But in the end, I'm really delighted at what we've achieved. Because it was originally mid-century modern, I decided to explore that, but do my own curation of modernism. It still needed to have that Jackie Glass touch in terms of warm and comfortable, but still have a very clean-lined aesthetic. The entranceway was really interesting because it was very brown, very dated. It just didn't really flow properly. And so we decided to really open it up and have a bit more of a grand entranceway, but very, very clean. And I think it really started with having a really great floor. I wanted big slabs, and I decided to use a Cosentino decked-in product, which is actually porcelain, and it's very thin, and I used it not only there, but I also used it to clad the original fireplace, which was in the original living room, which I morphed into a dining room. It really sold me on the whole property because it had the largest windows, not as many as we put in, but it showed me the view. So let's blow it out, let's have lots and lots and lots and lots of windows, but be able to really show off the property, create almost like a treehouse effect. And I think that we have achieved that. The old kitchen, like a lot of dated kitchens, was very brown. It needed life and light, and so I wanted it to be very, very open. Believe me, my husband more than once has said to me, "Why such a big kitchen?" And I think it's because that's where the party is. I have 2 islands, and I also have just a little seating area for breakfast with my second kitchen area. I felt that it was important to create zones. I mean, I even have an area by my fireplace. I've got 2 chairs, I call it my Starbucks area, where you can just sit and talk and converse privately, but the rest of the area, again, is really open for people to converse and have a great time. One of the things I love to incorporate whenever I can for any of my clients is a walk-in pantry. And then also be able to have shelves for the potatoes and the canned goods and all of that, the stuff that I really couldn't fit in my kitchen proper. Originally, the kitchen kind of moved into another area which was a very small sunroom, very quaint, but we kind of blew it open and we extended it and made it much larger and added lots and lots of windows. So suddenly it's all about the view. Who needs pictures when you have a view like this? So again, keep it comfortable, a sectional, lots of chairs, areas where people can sit and group and talk by themselves, or they can be part of the overall. And so that became sort of the direction and the feel of the whole space. So the master bedroom was actually the garage. So this was the first thing that we originally thought, we'll just change the garage into a master bedroom. We really kept it quite similar. We used the same shape. We just added the nice black frame, and it just adds a beautiful view to the front of the house. We did end up adding a beautiful master ensuite. It's always important for a bathroom to have a very large shower. And of course, a trend note is the separate standalone bath. There is a beautiful table in the room where I can just put my towels and put the bath salts for the tub. I wanted it to be spa, but very, very clean. So it's a new, austere look for me. Well, although my son is launched, I do and have a guest bedroom. In fact, he just calls it his own bedroom. The bedroom itself is really an ode to nature, because we live on the escarpment, and the one thing, having lived here for 4 seasons, you see the deer, you see the wildlife. That was my nod to sort of a chalet, kind of natural kind of feel. I need a home office, and so does my husband. So we're sharing an office, and I wanted to be fun and punchy. So I have tables that can go up or down, which is great when I have to read drawings. And I've got punchy orange office chairs. And I wanted that little bit of fun just because it's an office, and I think it needs to be clean, fresh, and exciting to be in. 95% of the house is just one hardwood floor. It actually has a titanium finish, which allows it to absorb a lot of environmental issues, as well as the fact that it's wire brushed and matte. And I recommend that to clients all the time because I have 3 dogs, so I want to make sure that it's very resilient to scratches. I love a good laundry room, but I also love a good dog shower because with 3 dogs and living in the country, the burrs and the things that come off of those dogs is crazy. I go there daily. I'm always washing something, whether it's dog paws or linens, so it's really important. So I kind of kept a dog theme. I love my dogs very much, and in the dog shower are the pictures of my 3 lovely dogs, and it's just a fun, pretty place to be in. The biggest challenge of any renovation is where you're going to be during the renovation, and obviously we couldn't have lived here. So living in a trailer certainly had its challenges, but we got through it. We even brought in a new puppy, which is great. He loves the new house, by the way. I think that for anyone, renovating is not for the faint of heart. So be prepared, buy a case of wine, and just know that things are going to happen. They might go sideways, but in the end, you end up with a beautiful space.